Hello, Blaise here, and today I speak about a design philosophy, developing player tools versus developing content. A great example of a game that has chosen the tools method is Minecraft. If you haven't heard about Minecraft, perhaps you've been living in a cave with zombies and skeleton archers. But it's basically a game where you can mine and craft. These are the basic tools of the game. Now, when I say that the game is tool-based, I mean that the main tool in Minecraft is that you can place a block or remove a block, and that is basically the main gameplay feature, and people end up using it as a bit of a modern online Lego. That's basically where the fun really lies in Minecraft. Sure, there's a bit of content. You can run around, you can build a sword, you can go underground and kill monsters. But that pales in comparison to the ability to build your own castle. A great example of a game that is focused on content, and unfortunately failed spectacularly at it, is Duke Nukem Forever. It seems like everywhere you go there's another little mini-game thing. Another week of programming that some guy did, and now it's lasted 5 minutes of gameplay. If you're going to develop a game that focuses on this content-based gameplay, where every time you turn around a corner there's something new to do, you want the manpower and the money to back it up. Duke Nukem Forever had neither, as its 10-year plus development time would indicate. Now, a game that does content-based gameplay fantastically is Kingdom Hearts. In the Kingdom Hearts game, because it's based with bloody Disney and Final Fantasy, they have so many wacky avenues to explore. Every fight, there's like 6 weird ways of fighting that you can do. There's a million little challenges and they're all different, and it's all so well produced. That's why Kingdom Hearts is actually a successful franchise. On to the pros and cons though. If you develop a tool-based game, that tool is probably going to be the central part of your game. And if that tool is not very fun, it's going to be a flop. Also, because you're not focusing so much on content, but proper rendition of how your tool acts in the game world, you're going to have to rely on some kind of system in order to keep the game's longevity alive. Oftentimes, your game isn't going to seem quite right until you finish polishing how that game tool works. If you've got a grappling hook, and the whole game is about grappling to surface, some kind of weird Spider-Man-esque game, you're going to want to make sure that that grappling hook feels perfect. That's going to take quite a bit of tweaking, and often you'll have this half-finished game until that's properly done. So it takes a while to get the prototype running in a way that you are happy with. And this is a bit of a worry because prototyping is very important to determining whether a game is going to be fun. You can spend a million years making sure your feature is just so, and then discover that it's not actually very fun at all. With content-based games, you're going to be able to prototype things fairly simply, most of the time. Because your game is probably going to be made up of so many little mini-games, each mini-game doesn't have to be perfect. The problem is, of course, you have to make sure that you have assets and individual programming for each little minigame. What it comes down to in the end is quantity over quality. If you're someone like Nintendo and you're producing the next Mario Party game, you can afford to just smash out a bunch of minigames. But if you're an independent developer, or a slowly sinking ship of an IP, you might want to consider going with tool-based. Tomorrow, sound design, and how crucial it is to giving your game a certain ambience.